Until today, there's a strong possibility that you have lived your life completely unaware of one of the most important and transformative truths in the universe. A higher version of yourself exists beyond time and the limitations of the material world, always seeking to connect with and elevate you above everything that has held you back from fulfilling your purpose in this earthly realm. This version, your higher self, is watching and waiting for the right moment to make contact with you, guiding you toward the fulfillment of your cosmic mission as you navigate your daily existence. This divine aspect of yourself is constantly working to help you grow, evolve, and align with your soul's greater purpose. The signs that your higher self is trying to reach you are often subtle, mystical, and can only be recognized through an elevated awareness. In this video, we will explore these signs, how they manifest, and how you can embrace them to fulfill your cosmic mission. Understanding these signs requires a deeper dive into esoteric traditions such as Rosicrucianism, Hermeticism, Gnosticism, and even emerging ideas in quantum physics. These teachings have long hinted at the connection between our earthly selves and the higher self, showing how paying attention to certain spiritual and psychological cues can lead to profound transformation and success. The call of synchronicity. Synchronicity is often the first and most noticeable sign that your higher self is trying to communicate with you. This phenomenon was famously discussed by Carl Jung, who described it as meaningful expressions of the spiritual world within physical reality. These moments feel like divine interventions, as if the universe is aligning specific events, people, or messages for your growth. Imagine you're contemplating a big decision, such as changing careers or moving to a new city, and you keep seeing the same numerical patterns, like 1111 or 333, or hearing repeated conversations about transformation or new beginnings. These synchronicities are not just random occurrences. They are whispers from your higher self urging you to take a step in the right direction. The universe becomes a mirror, reflecting your soul's inner dialogue. This higher version of yourself exists outside of linear time, seeing all possible outcomes from different infinite timelines. And when you start to notice patterns of synchronicity, it's an invitation to trust in that divine path. Rather than dismissing them as mere coincidences, begin to ask yourself what message lies behind these occurrences. Your higher self is pulling the strings in your reality to direct you toward fulfilling your cosmic mission. Acting on synchronicities can feel uncertain at first, but trust that they are leading you toward a path of greater alignment with your spiritual purpose. For example, you might unexpectedly encounter an old friend, sparking a conversation that reignites your passion for a forgotten hobby or career path. These encounters are not mere chance. They're carefully orchestrated moments designed to awaken something within you. Pay attention to these signs, as they often contain profound messages about your true self and life's purpose. Feelings of discomfort and restlessness. Ironically, one of the most common signs that your higher self is trying to connect with you is the feeling of discomfort or restlessness in your current circumstances. This is because as you grow spiritually, your higher self starts pushing you out of situations, relationships, or environments that no longer serve your higher purpose. This discomfort is often a call for change and can manifest as dissatisfaction with your career, frustration in relationships, or a sudden sense that you no longer belong in a certain place. What once felt comfortable now feels limiting or even suffocating. In esoteric traditions, this is seen as the soul's yearning for growth, an internal signal that you're meant for something greater, something more aligned with your true nature. This restlessness should not be feared but embraced. It is your higher self's way of pushing you out of complacency and into a life of purpose and fulfillment. Discomfort is not a sign of failure, but a catalyst for transformation. Your higher self knows that you must let go of the old to embrace the new. Consider this discomfort a form of spiritual awakening that urges you to examine the direction of your life. What areas are making you feel trapped? What dreams have you set aside? Allow this feeling of restlessness to guide you to reevaluate your life choices. Journaling can be a powerful tool during this process, helping you articulate your feelings and desires. As you reflect, you may find the courage to make the necessary changes to align with your higher self. You must allow yourself to explore which aspects of your life no longer feel aligned with your true desires. The more you release what no longer serves you, the more space you create for your higher self to guide you. Feeling drawn to spirituality and mysticism. As your higher self draws near, you may find yourself increasingly attracted to spiritual practices, mystical teachings, or esoteric traditions you hadn't considered before. You might feel a sudden urge to read ancient texts, meditate, or explore practices like astrology, alchemy, or hermeticism. Many spiritual traditions hold that the higher self already possesses universal knowledge, and that reconnecting with it is a form of spiritual remembering. In Gnosticism, for example, the idea of gnosis, or direct knowledge of the divine, is central to spiritual growth. The more you immerse yourself in these spiritual practices, the more aligned you become with your higher self, allowing it to guide you toward your ultimate purpose. Sacred rituals and symbols act as keys, unlocking higher levels of consciousness where your higher self resides. Follow this inner calling to explore spirituality. Engage with spiritual communities, attend workshops, or seek mentorship from those who resonate with your path. The more you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, vibrating at similar energetic frequencies, the more you cultivate an environment conducive to your own success. As you explore these paths, stay open to the various ways in which your higher self may reveal itself to you, whether through personal experiences, sacred texts, or the wisdom of others. An increasing sense of intuition. One of the clearest ways your higher self communicates with you is through intuition. Often referred to as a gut feeling, intuition is your direct connection with higher wisdom that transcends logic and reason. When your higher self attempts to connect with you, you may notice an increase in these intuitive nudges, feelings that seem to emerge from nowhere yet feel undeniably true. This heightened sense of intuition often manifests during decision-making moments. You may feel an inexplicable pull toward a person, job, or action that doesn't make immediate sense to your rational mind, but feels right. These intuitive moments are not just mental constructions. They are linked to your higher self, which already knows the path you must follow to fulfill your mission. Hermetic teachings remind us that all things are connected through the mind, and that the mind is the source of both creation and perception. Your higher self, operating on a higher plane of consciousness, is attuned to the greater realities of existence, and its perceptions reach you through this intuitive guidance. As you begin to recognize these intuitive nudges, the key is to practice acting on them. Each time you follow your intuition, you strengthen the connection between your physical self and your higher self. This could manifest as taking a different route to work and encountering an unforeseen opportunity, or reaching out to someone you haven't spoken to in years, only to find that they're experiencing something similar in their transformational journey. The more you act on your intuition, the stronger your connection with your higher self becomes. As you begin to follow these subtle signs, you will notice your life flowing in a natural rhythm that brings you closer to your spiritual and cosmic destiny. Vivid dreams and astral experiences. Your dream state is one of the most powerful realms where your higher self can communicate with you directly. In the spiritual plane, your higher self often sends messages through vivid dreams, guiding you through symbolic images that transcend ordinary consciousness. Unlike random dreams, these experiences are distinct in their clarity, emotional impact, and lasting memory. Sometimes you may wake up feeling as though you've encountered a deeper truth, even if you can't fully articulate it. In esoteric traditions, dreams are often considered gateways to the spiritual plane, where consciousness and the subconscious intersect. For instance, in Gnosticism, dreams serve as glimpses into divine knowledge that we possess, but often forget in waking life. These dream encounters can present you with symbols of light, ancestral guides, or scenarios that push you to confront unresolved emotions or obstacles. Pay attention to recurring symbols, whether it's a specific animal, number, or situation, as these may represent aspects of your higher self attempting to guide you. Consider keeping a dream journal where you record your dreams upon waking. This practice not only enhances your ability to remember your dreams, but also helps you identify patterns and recurring themes over time. As you engage with your dreams more consciously, you may discover that they serve as a guide, illuminating your path to self-realization. Astral experiences, or moments where you feel as though you are traveling outside of your body, are another way your higher self might connect with you. In these out-of-body moments, you may feel weightless, as if you are floating above your physical form, sometimes observing it from a higher perspective. These moments are not mere hallucinations, but a reflection of the spiritual nature of your existence, a reminder that you are more than just a physical being. As you explore these experiences, consider asking your higher self for clarity or insight before you sleep. Create a sacred space for yourself to invite guidance through your dreams. This intentional practice can enhance the clarity and significance of the messages you receive during your dream state. A strong sense of purpose and passion. When you're connecting with your higher self, you'll often experience an overwhelming sense of purpose or a drive to pursue something meaningful, often in ways that seem to come from nowhere. This isn't just ambition or desire. It's a deeper calling, a sense that there's a unique mission waiting for you to fulfill. You may suddenly feel drawn toward a specific career, a creative project, or even a social cause that aligns with your values. This calling is often so compelling that ignoring it brings a sense of emptiness or regret. Your higher self understands that fulfillment is tied to living in alignment with your true purpose. Following this sense of purpose may seem intimidating, especially if it requires major changes or sacrifices, but recognize that this passion is part of your spiritual design, an essential part of your growth journey. The spiritual teacher and philosopher, Ralph Waldo Emerson, once said, "The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be." By aligning with your higher self and embracing your calling, you unlock pathways to success, happiness, and enlightenment. To understand this calling more fully, try engaging in reflective practices like meditation, where you can quiet the mind and allow messages from your higher self to emerge. This inner voice may encourage you to step away from society's expectations and listen to what truly ignites your spirit. In these moments, clarity will come, showing you the path forward. It's here, in the pursuit of purpose, that we often find the most enduring joy and success. When you're living in alignment with this higher calling, life feels expansive, almost as if the universe itself is conspiring to help you succeed. Heightened sensitivity to energies. Another powerful sign that your higher self is reaching out is a heightened sensitivity to the energies around you. You may begin to notice subtle shifts in the energy of a room, the vibes of certain people, or even the collective energy of places or events. This sensitivity can sometimes feel overwhelming, as you become more attuned to emotional and spiritual frequencies that you may have ignored in the past. This increased sensitivity is a gift, a tool that allows you to discern what aligns with your spirit and what does not. As you tune into these energies, you may feel a desire to distance yourself from negativity, whether that's in the form of people, situations, or even environments. Your higher self knows that your energy is precious and seeks to protect you from influences that hinder your growth. Cultivating this sensitivity can guide you to make better choices and protect your emotional and spiritual well-being. Take time to listen to your inner responses when you're around certain people or places. If you feel drained or uneasy, it might be your higher self's way of urging you to set boundaries or seek spaces that nourish you instead. Being selective about the energies you engage with will allow you to remain in harmony with your higher self, keeping you aligned with your purpose. Experiencing moments of timelessness or flow. Another significant sign of alignment with your higher self is the experience of flow. Those moments when you lose track of time and feel completely immersed in the task at hand. Psychologists call this a flow state, where your sense of self dissipates and your focus becomes fully absorbed in the present moment. This can happen while you're creating, working, or even during a simple conversation, and it often brings a sense of peace and contentment. These moments of flow are a taste of what it feels like to operate in harmony with your higher self, outside the constraints of time and ego. They indicate that you're aligned with a task or path that resonates deeply with your true nature. Flow states can be seen as glimpses of higher consciousness, allowing you to tap into your potential, creativity, and insight. To experience more moments of flow, pay attention to the activities that make you lose track of time. It could be painting, writing, teaching, coding, or even being in nature. These moments are not just hobbies, they're pathways to your true self. Your higher self seeks to bring you closer to these experiences because they cultivate awareness, joy, and a sense of fulfillment that is often elusive in day-to-day life. Embracing these flow states with curiosity and gratitude can deepen your connection to your higher self, enhancing your overall life experience. Deep empathy and compassion for others. As you attune to your higher self, you'll likely find yourself feeling a deeper empathy and compassion for others. The boundaries between yourself and others may feel less rigid, and you might begin to sense the shared experiences, struggles, and emotions of those around you. This empathy is more than just a surface-level understanding. It's a profound recognition of the interconnectedness of all beings. In esoteric traditions, this compassion is understood as an awakening of the heart center, a spiritual transformation where you begin to see others not as separate entities, but as reflections of the same divine energy. Your higher self is showing you that we are all part of a larger cosmic tapestry. When you feel connected in this way, you're better able to extend kindness and support without feeling depleted, as your compassion flows from a place of abundance rather than obligation. Empathy, in this sense, is a bridge to your higher self. When you practice compassion, you align with the universal truth that we are all connected. This awareness brings healing, not just for others but for yourself. You may even find that acts of kindness or volunteering open doors to new friendships, opportunities, and personal growth. By embracing empathy and compassion, you're aligning with the divine nature of your higher self and inviting more love and understanding into your life. As you navigate these signs, remember that connecting with your higher self is a process, not an overnight transformation. It requires patience, trust, and the willingness to release what no longer serves you. Each step you take toward aligning with your higher self brings you closer to a life filled with purpose, peace, and profound joy. Embrace the journey, trust in your divine essence, and allow the wisdom of your higher self to illuminate the path ahead.